Hi, this is Karthik Mandani, UR14 CS236. Today I'm going to do my lab experiment number 5, that is simulation of DFA. So for this I've used Java for doing the simulation of the DFA. So in this, the aim of my experiment is to perform the simulation of DFA with the given states and terminals, and then I have to check the acceptance of the string which is given by the user, that is accepted in the DFA or it is not accepted in the DFA. So this was the particular program which I had to make, and I've made it in Java. So here is my code of DFA. So in this particularly I've initially imported all the packages of Java, and then I am using array list in this. So I've given few variable names like number of states and number of terminals and number of final states, then string, start, and so the starting string and the ending string. So I've made these three array list, as you can see, with the number, the capacity of the array will be given by the user in the later part, if I'll told you. So I've imported the system.scanner package, util package. So here it will take the input of s, and then so now my input, taking of the input of the DFA so that I can stimulate it, starts from this function void public void input. So in this, first I will ask the user enter the number of states, so he will enter, and enter the number of terminals, so he will enter the internal number of final states, so he will enter the states. So states and terminals I am taking as an input, and the final state I am taking as an input. After taking the number, I will use that number, that particular value, like number of states I have stored into an end state variable, and I will run the for loop until end state and ask the name of the state. So it will be a string, maybe A or B. The number of states are 2, so first state is A, the second state is B accordingly, and then the number of, as it is a DFA, so we won't have the epsilon transition in this, so we can skip this, and then enter the number of terminals. So the terminals, so we stored n terminal, the value of number of terminals in n terminals, so we run the for loop until n terminals, and then the name of the terminals will be taken and stored in a string variable, and each and every time it will be added. Then enter the final states. So we will take the final state and the starting state from the user and convert it to the uppercase, because the states are always represented in the uppercase notation as in the DFA or any NFA diagram. So the transition, now we will show the transition of DFA, like on from this state on this terminal it is going to what state. Like if A is a state and C is a terminal, then A on C is going on what state. So we will print that in that particular format only, that the enter the number of transition from this, so from this state on this state. So what is the number of transition from this state on this state? So we will take that as input, and then we will ask him the transition from that state onto that state, where it is going. So for suppose A on entering B is going to what state, we will store it in an str. So A on B is going to C, so it will be stored in the particular variable. Same way we will do for n number of states. So if we have given the number of states input as 4, so that will be stored, and the user will be asked the for all the states and for all the terminals. So same way for all the states and terminals we will do, and we will ask then until the final state is attained. After doing this, the end part is that we have to take the input from the user. Yeah, you have to take the input from the user so that we can check the string is acceptable or not, and we have to do the string matches. So here we have completed the transition of DFA, and then we will take the input from the user and say user give the input or not, and then we will use the concept of array list, and we will see every time if the first string matches or not. If it matches, then we will move to the next state. If it is equal, then we will move to the next state, and then we will store if it is equal, and then we will store that particular value in the temporary variable and return it and say that the string is acceptable. If it is not acceptable, we will check that it is equals or not. If it is not equals, then we will not store, then we will return a temp variable saying that it is not acceptable. So the particular mapping and the matching of the string is done in this code. So in the end, we will set flag 0 if the string is accepted, flag is not equal to 0 if string is accepted, if flag is equal to 0 then the string is not accepted. So we are setting a flag bit. Every time the string is accepted, we will turn on the flag bit and put it 1, and every time the string is not accepted, the flag will never be 1 and the string will not be checked. So for entering the input from the user string, so we will call this function. In the main function, we will ask in public PSVM public static void main that enter the string to be checked, and initial functions will be called, as you can say, object input, object display, and all these objects are made of the particular classes, and these will be called. So this was my program, and this was the particular output of my program. So as you can see, I have asked the user enter number of states 2, number of terminals 2, the number of final state is 1 because it's a DFA. Then the states, so I've taken A and B as 2 states, so epsilon transition will be 0 as it's a DFA. Then number of terminals will be C and D, so I've taken the starting state as A. So initially my DF number of terminals and number of states are defined in the particular one function. Now I will start the transition of the DFA and make the transition table and display it. So in this, number of transition from A on C is 1, so on A on C it is going to B, then A on D is 1, so from A on D it is going to A, then B on C is 1, so from B on C it is going to C. So I am taking initially the number of transition, and from that transition it is going to which state I am taking the input. So number of transition 1, then from B on D it is going to A. The number of states, so in the end it will print the transition table in this particular format. The states are this and this, the terminals are this and this, the final states are 1, the final state is 1, so the epsilon transition of A on C goes to B, A on D goes to A, B on C goes to C, B to D goes to A. So it will print a transition table. So as the user will see the transition table, it will give an acceptable it will try and give an string and check it is acceptable or not. So here I have given 2 strings. So in my particular input of the DFA, I have given only one string which is acceptable, that is C, that if it starts with C it is going to the final state, else it is going to a self loop, that is a non-final state. So as you can see, I have given input CD, the string is not accepted. Triple C, the string is not accepted. If I have to give C here, the string is accepted. If I give C here, double C here, the string is not accepted. If I give a C, then it will print the string is accepted. So I've given the input for accepting only one string, that is C. So as I'm entering C, the string will be accepted. So this was my program number 5, experiment number 5 for stimulation of DFA. So this program, and the output is shown here. So the program was successfully executed and compiled. Thanks for watching.